here with some of the members from Swollen members at B93. The guys, you guys are pretty busy today promoting your new album and tour. This is Prevail, and this is Rob, the Viking. So guys, let's talk about the new album first.
Sure.
Beautiful Death Machine. What can your fans expect from the album? Is this kind of a new sound for you guys? Or are you going back to the old roots?
We took it back a little bit, actually. To us, we sort of sat back and listened to the album, reminded us a lot of the Balance, Bad Dreams sort of days. Very raw, very gritty, dark poetry, very ominous beats by Rob the Viking and Lance. So set the template for Matt and I to step up the lyrics, and some great guests on this album as well for the first time in a while. Really forced us to step it up.
Now, I also read that you said this kind of flowed from your last album, Jaggermouth. Is that true? Is there this kind of maybe part two of the album?
It's not really part two, but it's definitely in the same theme, the vibe. We took a step back after Armed to the Teeth and realized, you know what, let's just go back to our roots and do what we love doing as artists and what flows from us naturally. So yeah, I think the two albums have a cohesiveness in that sense.
Yes, absolutely. And let's talk about the tour now. You're in Canada first, you're going all across Canada, and then you're headed to Europe. So what's the best part for you guys about being on the road?
Well, I mean, you know, being Canadian, it's great to be able to travel around and see not only friends but also family for a lot of us in many different cities around the country. So that's always awesome. But just getting out on the road and jamming, especially with the new record out, it just feels good to be able to give them new music to the fans. And we've been doing a new set for this tour, so lots of new stuff from Beautiful Death Machine, and then revisiting some of the classics.
Really great. And you've been to Lethbridge before. What's the vibe like in Lethbridge? Do we have a prominent hip hop scene? Are we still warming up to hip hop?
I mean, every time we come here, we have a great time. You guys have a crazy hip hop scene here. People are like really into it, and we feel that when we're on stage, when we're performing. Like, people are serious about it here, and it's definitely appreciated.
Who knew? Lethbridge, a hip-hop city. But it's not all play for you guys on tour. You're also recording the next album, is that correct, while on tour?
Yeah, so Rob brought the equipment, and we haven't started sinking our teeth into it exactly yet, but Rob's been buying up records, and in fact, I think he's probably going record shopping after we wrap this interview, so he's making beats on the road for the new album, and yeah, we just want to keep the momentum going and keep everything flowing forward instead of having that, you know, sometimes we've been a little infamous for having those year-and-a-half breaks in between records. We want to try to put that to, you know, dull it down a little bit and kind of put out like a record or two a year.
Great. Yeah. Well, thanks guys so much for talking with us today. The album, that is Beautiful Death Machine. Check it out. And the guys, they're on tour now. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks for having us.